Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Baird ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Loretta Lynn, the Kentucky coal miner's daughter, enjoyed 6 decades in country music. She had multiple gold albums and countless hits.
When I was born to coal miner's daughter, and don't come home but drinking with loving on your mind. One's on the way, tearing down your Bruder hat, 'cause now I've got the fear.
Loretta Lynn received many awards, including being nominated 18 times for a Grammy, and she won 3 times. She was the most awarded female country artist and was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1988. She was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013. Lynn had 24 #1 hits and 11 #1 albums. The film Coal Miner's Daughter, about her life, was a #1 box office hit and earned a Best Actress Oscar for Sissy Spacek. Lynn was named Artist of a Lifetime in 2018 by Country Music Television.
Hello?
Bob,
Yes.
this is Loretta.
Hi, Loretta.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Fixing to leave on my tour.
Hey, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Hey, it's going to be good to see you.
And, of course, Conway's going to be with you.
Conway and Sonny James with us, too?
And Sonny James, right. You've been working a lot with Conway. Is there any reason that you two happen to...
Well, you know, just we really don't work a whole lot together.
Oh, you don't?
We
Oh, I
own a
thought you
talent
did.
agency. Well, no. We have this talent agency, and there is about, I imagine, 20 to 25 artists that are booked through our talent agency. And I take some of the talent, and I go one way, and Conway takes some of them and goes another way.
Oh, yeah.
Now, in the spring and the fall, Conway and I have a tour together, and this is our fall tour.
That's it.
But the rest of the year, we don't work together.
Loretta Lynn, of course, the first woman to ever win the Country Music Entertainment of the Year award. I guess she has more awards and honors than any other recording artist. She was the first woman in country music to win a gold record. She now has, how many, Loretta?
I think there's 5.
5 of them. Yeah, I'll
I
tell
was
you.
just looking at one that just a while ago from South Africa. Of mine and Conway's call. As soon as I hang up the phone, we just got one. So I was pretty happy about that. I was just looking at it before I called you.
And with the help of George Vexey, she's written a book, Loretta Lynn, Coal Miner's Daughter, telling of her rapid flight to fame. Married at 13, grandmother at the age of 28.
29.
29. Okay. See, I didn't read well enough.
Totally.
I love the book, though.
Well, thank you.
How did you meet George?
Well, I met George. He wrote a big article for me in the New York Times. And then he wrote 2 or 3 other articles, and I thought them articles was real good. And, in fact, they're some of the best, articles that ever been wrote on me. So I got to finding out more about this fella, and he had spent 2 years down in the part of Kentucky, in eastern Kentucky, where I was born and raised. So the more we got together and talked, why, it had been brought up many times about somebody doing their life story on me, and had been really for 10 years. And I said, well, gee, I really haven't been in the business, and I haven't done anything, then why write a life story when you haven't even lived it, After 10 years of everybody wanting to write something, I thought that if anything was written, or, any help needed to be done on this, George Vesic would be the one that I could get, And he was fantastic.
That must have really been something for you to grow up the way you did in a little town and not have a heck of a lot, and all of a sudden, all this fame and fortune. What kind of a feeling? Did you ever think when you were a little girl that things might happen like this? Did you dream of things like this?
No, you know what I dreamed about more when I was just a little kid? We really never had nothing. And we would get these catalogs. And I would sit and look through the catalogs, and I'd just daydream, boy, when I get big and get married, I'll have, I can buy this for my little girl or that for my little boy, Really, I never planned an awful lot for myself because I never dreamed I'd ever have anything because I didn't have nothing then.
You give more than 200 shows a year. How do you keep up with it? Do you take vitamins? Are you on a health kick?
Well, I do take vitamins, but sometimes I'll take them all right for about a week, and then I'll forget them for 2 or 3 days, and then I'll start in again, But it's hard, But I think it's really harder when I come home, like I've come home night before last. And I was home that night, and then yesterday and last night, and I'm getting ready to leave now.
Yeah, and then how long are you going to be gone again?
Well, I'll come back in next Tuesday, and I'll stay one night, and then go right back out.
Oh, brother.
Now, I will be coming home off this whole tour the 5th of December, and I'm going to take, no, that's my last date, the 5th of December, and I'm taking about a 6-week vacation. I'm going to Mexico.
I was in Nashville last weekend.
What were you doing down here?
Just came down to, well, first of all, take a look at that new Music Hall America show.
Oh, yeah.
And then I spent all Saturday night backstage talking to all your friends there. Dolly was there, and I had a terrific time just to walk there. That is really a fun place. And I was talking to Del Reeves about how many shows you have to do a year if you remember the Grand Ole Opry. Now, do you have to do, what is it, 20 shows a year?
Well, we're supposed to do 20 a year, but they usually let us off. You know, it's pretty hard for me to say, hey, you know, I'm going to stay in 20 weekends out of the year for $17 or $20-some, whatever it is, on a Saturday night.
Yeah, what do you think of the Opryland, the brand new Opry House, in comparison to the old one? I know we talked to Bobby Bear a couple of weeks ago, and he said it's just not the same old Grand Ole
It doesn't
Opry.
have the same feel. It's a beautiful building. It's one of the most beautiful buildings we've worked in, you know. And it's got everything convenient, and I love it, you know. And it's got a good sound and everything, but you don't get that kind of tingle when you walk out on the stage that you always got at the old Grand Ole Opry, and I don't know why. There is nothing, no way that anybody can express the feeling that a person has when they walk out on the stage at the old Grand Ole Opry. So I really don't know how to say it, but it just isn't there anymore, you know.
Do you live near that area?
I live about 74 miles from Nashville, Tennessee. We own this little town of Hurricane Mills, and it's between Nashville and Memphis. And, of course, we have a big dew range down here for campers and horseback riding, just anything you want to do, you know. It's really a seasonal thing, the dew range is. We have a Western store and a couple of grocery stores. The museum, it's my personal museum. It's really nice.
Is there any jealousy at the Opry? Is there politics and things going on there?
Well, I think you get politics and jealousy and stuff in anything, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose, but what happens behind the scenes? There are people that, especially new singers, that cause problems for maybe some of the old veterans?
No, I don't really think so. I think that the old veterans, that's the ones that has been there and has been the great stars, it would be pretty hard for them to hurt any smaller artist or the smaller artist to hurt a great artist. I think where the jealousy is just among the ones that are trying, and that all of them in about the same category, and one's trying to get a step up ahead of the other one.
You know what's great is you were named in the Gallup poll as one of the most admired women in the United States. You've been married 25 years. Usually, people with as much success as you've had have problems with their marriage. How did you keep it all together through all this?
Well, it was very hard. I think everybody has trouble with their marriage. They have fights now and then, and it really does bother me if I come home and get into a little spat, you know, and have to leave mad, and then maybe not come back into next week and got one day home, and you come in, you know it's going to be the same thing over again. It's not that easy to keep a marriage together and be on the road or be away, you know, be away from them, or to be married 25 years, the same person. It's very hard these days, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's just too much going on, and everything. The whole world's really moving too fast.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it's real hard. So I think everybody has problems. So I wouldn't say that I haven't had any problems.
How about talk shows? Do you enjoy doing those?
It doesn't bother me that much. I really don't like to put all that makeup on and do TV. It's terrible. But I'm just not too much makeup, and I'm like plain Jane. You never see me wear makeup or my hair fixed or anything. Just part in the middle and hanging down.
Is that true you fell asleep on the David Frost show?
Sure is. Isn't that awful?
Loretta, do you still get threats on you and your family, on your life?
Yes, we do. I don't worry so much about myself, you know, because when I get threats, if I worried really about getting threats and having to work as much as I work, I really couldn't work.
Do you think you'd do it all over again if you knew what you know now?
You know, that's a hard question to answer because it has its bad times and it has its good times. I really don't know. I really couldn't say. what I'd really do if I knew what I knew now. I might just say, hey, wouldn't take nothing for the privacy and the love that I have here at home, the glamour and the success that I've had, but I don't know.
You have a record now that is a big hit in Milwaukee and all over the country, Somebody Somewhere.
One night I was kind of shocked. I turned on the radio at 2 o'clock in the morning on my bus, and all 5 stations were playing Somebody Somewhere at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Boy, I'll tell you, the lyrics on some of these songs, it's unreal how they think of them. You know?
I know, it really is. And you know, when you're a songwriter and you're writing these songs, you just got to live the part while you're writing the song. And, of course, you kind of live the part, make it sound like it's really happening to you when you sing it, too. You have a way with the lyrics that is fantastic. You really get into a song. How do you psych yourself up to do this? What? Well, I think that when you are singing, it's just like acting, you know. You get into a song and sing this song just like it's happening to you right then. And I think that's how an actress or an actor has to do. Whatever the part he's playing, he's going to have to live it, and he's going to have to act it and believe that that's him or her, you know, that person.
Now, why don't you introduce your record?
Oh, Somebody Somewhere don't know what they're missing tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, honey.
Okay, dear. Bye-bye.
Somebody somewhere don't know what he's missing tonight.
Bob Berry, WOKY, 9092.